Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into what could honestly be the game of the season. We're talking about a massive Champions League showdown between two absolute giants of Europe, PSG and Bayern Munich. So, this really is the big question, isn't it? It's what everyone's asking before this huge game. Because, let's be real, on one side you've got a team that looks, well, pretty much unstoppable. To really get a grip on just how big of a challenge this is for PSG, all you have to do is look at this one number, 15. That's right, 15 wins in a row for Bayern this season. That's just staggering. It's an incredible run that really shows you what PSG are up against. Yeah, this is it, the season's biggest game. We're talking about a clash between two of Europe's most informed teams right now. Seriously, this isn't just another game. It's a proper showdown, and you just know it's going to be full of goals and drama. All right, so let's break down Bayern's unmatched form. We've got to start with them, right? Under Vincent Kompany, they've just been playing with this incredible confidence and ruthless efficiency. I mean, you could make a very strong case that they're the best team on the planet right now. So what's behind this dominance? Well, it's built on some really solid pillars. You've got the 15 straight wins, of course, but also that defense, which people used to talk about as a weakness, it's a fortress now. Company's tactics have been so on point that he's just landed a new contract all the way to 2029. And then there's their superstar forward, who has just fit in so perfectly, it's like he's been playing there his whole career. And when you talk about that superstar forward, you're talking about Harry Kane. He's been at the absolute heart of everything they do. But here's the thing, he's completely reinvented himself. He is so much more than just a striker now. This is what's so wild about how he's playing. It's like he's three different players all rolled into one. First, you've got the poacher, right? The guy who leads the line and just scores goals for fun. Classic Kane. But then he'll drop deep, almost like a number 10, and start pulling the strings, linking up all the play. And get this, he even becomes a defender. We've seen him tracking all the way back, winning the ball in his own box in stoppage time. That kind of versatility, it gives Bayern so many options. Okay, so that's Bayern. Now let's switch gears and talk about PSG's tactical puzzle. Because on the other side of the pitch, you've got a team that is every bit as dangerous, but maybe, just maybe, a little more unpredictable. They're a tough nut to crack. And when I say unpredictable, this is what I mean. It's like they're two different teams depending on the competition. In League One, their form has been kind of shaky. They needed a super late winner in their last game, and they've dropped points where you wouldn't expect them to. But then you look at the Champions League, and wow, they've been dominant. I mean, they put 7 goals past a really good Bayer Leverkusen team. Totally ruthless. But there are some potential cracks in that armor. They're dealing with some key injuries. Fabian Ruiz and Desiree Doué are both out. Plus, they've got a suspension with Subar missing. This puts a ton of pressure on their midfield, and specifically on the brilliant but very young Warren Zaire-Emery. And you just know a team like Bayern is looking at these little vulnerabilities and thinking, okay, that's where we can get at them. But let's be clear, PSG's biggest strength by far is their attack. It's built on a system that is just constant, fluid movement. And for defenders trying to deal with that, it's an absolute nightmare. As the quote says, man marking them is pretty much impossible. So the tactical secret sauce here is something called positional rotation. Basically, the frontline players almost never stay in one spot. You'll see the speedy Dembélé pop up on one side, then Bradley Barcola will cut in from the other, and a creative force like Kvaratskhelia could show up literally anywhere. It's designed to create total confusion for defenders. How are you supposed to man-mark someone who's never in the same place twice? Okay, so all of this sets up the real battle on the pitch. This is where the tactical chess match is really going to be won and lost, because what we have here is a classic clash of styles. And this, for me, is the core conflict. It's the most fascinating part of the whole game. You've got Bayern Munich, who love to push their defense way up the field and press like crazy to win the ball back. But then you've got PSG, who are absolutely lethal on the counterattack with the insane speed of players like Dembélé and Barcola. So if PSG can just beat that first line of pressure, they'll have acres of green grass to run into. It's a huge gamble for Bayern. High risk, but definitely high reward. And that brings us to the midfield war. I mean, this is where the game could be decided. You've got Bayern's engine room, Kimmich and Pavlovic, who are just relentless with their pressing, and on the other side, PSG control center with Zaire Emery and Vitinha, whose job is to soak up all that pressure and then launch the attacks. The big question is, can he handle it? Because whoever wins this battle in the middle of the park probably wins the game. You know, there's another player we absolutely have to talk about, a real potential X factor, Konrad Laimer. This guy is the textbook definition of underrated. His secret weapon is these super smart ghosting runs from deep. He's so hard to track, he basically becomes an extra attacker out of nowhere, and that can totally throw a defense into chaos. Seriously, keep an eye on him. So, after all that tactical breakdown, who's actually going to win this thing? We've analyzed the fine margins, now it's time for a prediction. Honestly, this is an incredibly tough one to call. You can make a really strong case for either team. And let's be real, PSG absolutely has the firepower to cause Bayern some serious problems. But you know, a game like this, it's probably not going to be decided by some grand tactical master plan. It's going to come down to who makes the fewest mistakes. One sloppy pass against that PSG counterattack, and it's a goal. One moment of hesitation when Bayern are attacking your box, and the game could be over. The margins are just that tiny. Okay, so prediction time. While PSG could absolutely walk away with a win here, my gut and the analysis points just slightly towards Bayern. I think their incredible form and their tactical discipline might just give them the edge. I'm going to say Bayern Munich 3, Paris Saint-Germain 2. Yeah, I'm expecting a lot of goals. This has all the makings of a 5-goal thriller. So let's wrap this up with the key takeaways. For Bayern, yeah, they're dominant, but let's be honest, they haven't faced a team this dangerous yet. This is their real test. For PSG, it's simple. They have to be ruthless. Every single chance they get, they have to bury it. And we can't forget about the benches. Both teams have got absolute game changers waiting to come on. And in a game this close, the psychological battle, that's going to be just as huge as the tactical one. And really, that leaves us with the one question that matters most. When the pressure is on, when the lights are brightest, which one of these amazing teams is going to crumble? Because that's what it comes down to. It's not just tactics, it's about who has the nerve. And we're only going to find that out on the night. Thanks so much for watching.